And we're live. And we're live. Hey, everybody. Hey, especially if you're part of the playback gang. Thank you for clicking on this video and watching. I am Kia. Let's show my name double there. That's interesting tonight. It is Wednesday. Happy Hump Day, May 21st. This is my first live of the week. I'm usually on Tuesdays at least, but yeah. So let's fix some things on here. I don't want my name to show up twice like that. I'm trying to figure out how to change that. But anyway, let's get into some stuff. How was your week? What are you wearing tonight? Today, I am wearing one of the fragrances that I do want to talk to you guys about and discuss. My week has been going quite interestingly. Not too much. Hey, Kari. Hey, Mighty Strong. Blessed day to you too, my love. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I just wanted to talk a couple quick things, a couple things that I have and just want to discuss with you guys. So I'll start with the one. Hi, Love Jones. Thanks for joining in tonight. So the first one I'm going to talk about is a theory by Lattafa. That's this cute, pretty bottle with the little B at the top. Can you guys see that? It's so awesome. Like, look at that bottle. So this is known, saw the title, Diddy Frag Chat. I have my 3 a.m. on. What is the 3 a.m.? Well, since you mentioned it, and we will still talk about this, because I really don't want to talk all about Diddy, but y'all, the coverage has been wrapping me up. Like, I didn't even get to see it tonight, and I'm like, and it's not even so much about him for real. It's just the person that I watch for the coverage. I watch Armon Wiggins, a perfume 3. Oh, thank you. Mighty Strong is clearing it up for me that the perfume is called 3 a.m. Got it. Lattafa's presentation is top notch. Yes, it is. So they said there's a new feature where I could have you guys comments like kind of scrolling on the screen. Hey, Nika. Thanks for joining in tonight. Good to see you. It's by Diddy. So, you guys, I watch Armon Wiggins for the Diddy trial coverage because he goes to court every day and then he'll come home and do a live. I started watching Armon because he was on Fox Soul with Funky Dineva and our good girlfriend. What is her name? Oh, I forgot. But they were like a panel show and they would just discuss topics of the day and stuff like that. And so I really just enjoyed them. Oh, and it was Al Reynolds. Because Armon took the place of Funky Dineva when he left. The contract wasn't renewed to his liking, so Armon took his place. So I would watch them, and I really, really enjoyed them as a little panel or whatever, and how they discuss topics. It was just a lot of fun. So now that the show has been disbanded or whatever the case may be, because things got a little crazy over on their side, Armon is, he had his own channel anyway, but he has been doing coverage after the trial, going live, and he is so entertaining to me. Or just the fact that I like him and how he covers things. So that's why I be getting all my juicy coverage from. I gotta like really like get it together with a little wine and popcorn because he just be having me gripped up like in this coverage. It's like no matter where I am, if I'm in the car, if I'm like trying to listen to him. Unfortunately, I didn't get to tune in today. But have y'all been keeping up with this trial? Like, it's just kind of crazy. And does anybody have any thoughts? Oh, a nigga says I look bronze. Oh, I love that. Thank you so much. I don't know what it is because I feel like I don't get to get outside like that. But let me know if you guys have any thoughts on that. We can discuss a little bit more, but I want to get the perfumes out the way. So I am wearing a Theory by Lattafa today. This is the one I showed already, and it's so pretty. This has been touted as a dupe for the Gucci Gorgeous Orchid. So I tried Gucci Gorgeous Orchid and I really liked it. I'm really not into a lot of the Gucci floral perfumes because I know they have a gardenia and magnolia or something like that, but they have the orchid and the orchid was really, really nice to me. I think because it had like some solar notes or what have you. And I could take a look now just to see. But this Lattafa Theory is supposed to be a dupe for that fragrance. And to me, I have not tried them side by side, but there's something a little different about this. Maybe because it has a little bit of the, like Middle Eastern DNA to it. But Gorgeous Orchid, Flora Gorgeous Orchid by Gucci is a Marie Salomon fragrance with vanilla orchid and ozonic notes. So to me, it just kind of gave me like nice vanilla and more of that kind of solar feel. That's just my scent memory of it, okay? Because I've only tried it in the store a couple times. But I really enjoyed that and it really caught my attention. Like at first it was like, oh, okay, nice, another, in the realm of Soleil Blanc and stuff like that, like something in that family. But I still really enjoyed it. Why do I do this? I act like I can't see y'all comments and I could just move the screen a little bit. The trial has been absolutely wild, right? So a theory though, everybody's been saying like it's pretty spot on. For whatever reason, I feel like that's not what I remember smelling in the store. However, I really enjoyed this. I really enjoy this fragrance. Let me give you, it has mane of chords of floral, vanilla, sweet, amber, white floral, aquatic, powdery, fruity, woody. I would say all of those things are true. And let's look at the notes. There's passion flower, dewdrop, middle notes of orchid and jasmine, and then in the base there's vanilla and amberwood. So to give you sort of a vibe, have any of you tried I sprayed it on today too. It's a Nina Ricci fragrance, and I'm going to show you what it is. And okay, you guys, unfortunately, my thoughts are here, but when you cannot think of the names of different things, Nika, maybe you know, because I always be talking about this fragrance that comes in a turquoise bottle, and I know how to find it. Let's see. But I'm looking for this particular fragrance because I feel like it vibes a lot like a theory. So was looking for Francis Kurkdjian. He did this perfume for the house. I want to say it was Nina Ricci. So sorry y'all have to travel down this road with me. I literally sprayed it on my arm because I was wanting to compare it to this one and really just kind of see, like, because it made me think of it once I sprayed this. So I've worn this like twice, 2 days, because I've just really been enjoying it. I'm going to find it. I'm sorry that I'm taking up time looking, but I'm really pressed. Okay, because I know, but it just don't be at the front of my mind or on the tip of my tongue. But it's a Nina Ricci perfume, and it's Chant d'Extase. Ooh, can you guys see that? This way. So for whatever reason, this is giving me those vibes. The difference with this Chant d'Extase, though, so the Chant d'Extase is the same with some vanilla and marine notes and florals, vanilla, ambergris. There's also raspberry and ginger in that one that gives it that little bit of kick. That one is a little bit like a little deeper and sweeter because it has that caramel added. But this one just has, they call it ozonic notes in here, but this feels like the Chant d'Extase without the caramel and a different fruit. So they're saying this passion fruit in this and dewdrop. Hi, Monica Middleton. Thank you. Yes, you helped me out here because, yes, it was definitely one of the Extase ones. Hi, Mamina. She's wearing the Le Lion by Chanel, a gift from her sister visiting from Germany. Oh, that's so sweet. That is so awesome. Arlene thinks that Gucci Gorgeous Orchid is pretty as well. I love that. Hi, G. Good to see you. Thank you for joining in tonight. So this one, I feel like I'm not doing it justice, though. I just think it's a really nice one. I think I'm going to give you another one. So we talked about Nina Ricci's Chant d'Extase. That one's a little bit deeper because of the caramel. But then it's also making me think of another Latafa, as if they're using these same ingredients. The Latafa Ajwad. Are you guys familiar with that one? And it's in that rectangular bottle, like red with this mosaic design and the long block top. It's giving me some of those vibes as well. Like if you were to put that with the Chant d'Extase, you would get this. Because that brightness at the top, like I said, they're just calling it marine notes, but they are, I think it might even be that passion fruit. So I think Latafa Ajwad, the Chant d'Extase, I'm getting this. And I'm mad that I'm figuring that out because then you always feel like, okay, if I have those, then I didn't really need to purchase this. It's not going to be as oody as the Latafa Ajwad, though. I think this is well worth the buy. If anyone gets it, you'll be happy with it. I do think this presentation is pretty cute. But there's no honey in it. So this theme of the bee is interesting. It doesn't match, but it's a cute bottle of Latafa. I haven't seen any other bottles like this. So that was cute. So that has been my scent of the day for like 2 days because I just feel like it's bright enough, strong enough, mass pleasing enough that I won't really, make anybody upset or offended over my fragrance. Okay, let's get into the next one. This next one is the purple frosted bottle sucked me in, guys. You guys see that? This is the new Club de Nuit Maleka. This is by Oliver Cresp. So between the purple bottle and knowing that Oliver Cresp did it, and I know you guys are familiar with Oliver Cresp. Sunny, good to see you. How are you? For those that haven't, please tell me what your scent of the night is. What's the name of the perfume again? So this one is Lattafa Ethereal. Can you see that? Okay, so now we're going to get into Maleka. Oliver Cresp is a perfumer who did the original Angel, right? Sometimes it's like things that you think or know, and then, yes, Oliver Cresp. Olivier Cresp, is that his name? Because he is French. But he did Angel, I think is his claim to fame. He has his own brand, Acro, which I do like quite a few things from that line. He has so many in his catalog, like attempting to even look for something is like, but yeah, he's worked on all of the Angels, the very first Gourmand. And so when I heard that he was doing this one with Lattafa, with Moth, I was like, oh my gosh, I've got to have it. I have lately, as many of you know, I have lately been like trying to just wait for reviews, ride out the hype wave, but I felt like I did that with, what is Parfums de Marly, the one that came out in the purple bottle. That particular fragrance, I like totally let that pass me by. I mean, the price point just made that easier, but I love purple and I had to get this. So Sunny says that she's still waiting on Joma Shop. Yeah, I got this from Joma Shop and I felt like it didn't take an unreasonably long time. I think it was more on that average side. So I don't know what you've heard, Sunny, about this fragrance, but I'm about to give you my thoughts on it. So I hope it helps and doesn't like spoil it for you or anything like that. So I'm just going to spray it for GP. I already know what my thoughts are and how I've condensed them and how I've like summarized this fragrance. The sprayer is nice on that. Did you guys see that? It's like a big burst mist. So this particular fragrance, that we're here to talk about tonight, Armon. This one starts off with this burst of lychee. Now, I'm going to say that this lychee reminds me of the lychee in Very Good Girl, right? That's the red shoe from Carolina Herrera. So that's what it's given me so far. But the notes say bergamot, lychee, and pink pepper. So it's bright. But it's not like a juicy lychee to me. It is present though, but for whatever reason, it smells like the same lychee ingredient. Not in Delina Exclusive, but in Very Good Girl, which to me is a little downgraded. That's my opinion. When Very Good Girl came out, I did not purchase it because I knew that it was supposed to be similar to Delina, but I had Delina Exclusive and it just didn't do it for me. That Very Good Girl Glam did not do it for me. The shoe of Very Good Girl did not do it for me, but the shoe of Very Good Girl Glam, that was the pink with the glitter ombre, that shoe did it for me. But the scent of the fragrance did not. Like, so much so, it smells like Very Good Girl. So this almost annoyed me because I don't really care for Very Good Girl or Very Good Girl Glam. Today, so for me, this opens up like Very Good Girl. Today it feels a little bit more mellowed out. It's not as I'm masquerading as Very Good Girl. It's not coming off like that today. But before, it was like it just opened up this lychee blast of Very Good Girl. But it's still here. It's still prominent. It is floral to me because there aren't any florals listed. But it's pretty. So in the heart, there's orris. The orris note, strong, sitting in the middle, pulled me in, as well as it being a purple bottle and it being by Olivier Cresp. In the base, there's praline, sandalwood, and ambroxan. So what I will say that I kind of, came up with in my head was that it opens as Very Good Girl Glam, Very Good Girl, or Very Good Girl Glam. Hi, Veronica. Thanks for joining in tonight. Good to see you. But then it starts to dry down, and that orris kind of brings out this powderiness, but it's not overly powdery. I heard that some people say that, or I read, I should say, that some people were saying that it's just way too powdery for them. And it starts to go into this, I said to my nose, I was picking up a little bit of Lipstick Fever by Julia Has a Gun, just minus the raspberry. And so with that, it's not as lipsticky, but like if the Lipstick Fever had just like kind of completely dried down. So it is a pleasant fragrance, in my opinion. Not one that I would have purchased had I smelled it first. It's nice. It's nice. We gonna make it work, I think. Or I get a lot from my sisters and family, like, you have a perfume you want to give away? I love the bottle. But this might be one that I'm like, here, because I know that it's nice. It's inoffensive. If they're wearing it, I'd be like, oh, that smells nice. But did I need it in my collection? No. At this point, to be honest with you, I don't need anything else in my collection. It's very, very hard for me to come across fragrances where I'm like, I need that. That's a great addition to my collection, because at this point, like, honestly, I'm good. But out of the two Middle Eastern fragrances that I have and purchased, I'm very happy to have this one, even though I just talked myself into saying I really didn't need it. I mean, I didn't. But I'm always like, how could I know I have things in my collection that can make it? And again, for me, this would have been the Nina Ricci Shonda Stas with the Lattafa Ajwa. Put those two together. I think you have this. And this one, that blast of Very Good Girl in the opening just gave me pause, but it is a pretty fragrance that I don't think I necessarily need to keep. But I honestly want to give her some more time to see what she does. Even that Very Good Girl blast in the opening has calmed down. So I think she may have some more developing to do that I just have to sit and wait for. So this is Club de Nuit, Maleka, my first kind of go with her and thoughts about her. Such a pretty bottle. Look at that. How nice is that? Such a nice bottle. They even I'm not sure if all the names are in this font, but I just think it's a really nice bottle. All right. Good. I'm so glad, Sunny, that you like nice and inoffensive. Thank you, Sunny. Nika says that her scent of the night is Angel's Dust by Francesca Bianchi. I didn't know she had an Angel's Dust. That name is like, I feel like there's about 3 fragrances out right now that has the name of Angel Dust. And I'm not. Sunny says she thinks it's French Olivier. Cool, because that's what I think too. But I'm sure you're smelling good. I'm just not familiar with that particular one. Isn't it, Veronica? I think it's so beautiful. Okay, let's get into the next one that I have. I have been curious and intrigued about Skinpotion, but I was not gung-ho because, one, I was not much of an oil girl, right? So BSB, Brown Sugar Babe, I was like, I do not need no overly expensive oil. Like, it's just not my thing like that. And then where are we now? Where are we now? I'm about 4 to 5 bottles in. And what I think I've mentioned before is that I have those because of the scent profiles that they offer and that they are strong. So that's how I've gotten into them. They started offering the 2-ounce sizes instead of the 4 that you can purchase. So it just made me kind of like, okay, let me try this out. Let me try that out. I still tell those who are trying to get into it, like, if you're an oil girl, by all means, help yourself. But you can go some other routes without spending that coin. And G says she wasn't about to drop that kind of coin on Skinpotion. And trust, I am the same way. That's why I'm just like, pause. I'm just not that much of an oil girl. So I was interested in getting this one, Candy Heart. I missed Yummy's drop because I felt like if it was a vanilla something, I literally have 8,000 vanillas, and I'm more than happy with my EOS vanilla cashmere lotion. So I didn't get that one. But then Keitra, Fab Finds by Keitra, came out with this one, and I was like, let's give it a shot. Let's just give it a shot. So I got it, and it's nice. It's nice. I really wanted to know what it was duping, because I think there are some that do dupe other fragrances like Delina or Valaya. I don't think this has a direct dupe. And the closest thing that my mind could come up with was vanilla candy rock sugar. It's slightly bubblegum candy-ish. It has some fruity nuances to it. Could be pear. Honestly, the Skinpotions give us a notes breakdown of this. I really don't know. I didn't even look. I just was trying to get my hands on the smallest bottle that they offered. And I got one of the creams. I didn't bring it out to show you guys because I'm not quite sure if I am ready to review it. Yes, they did give us notes. So the notes for this particular oil, the Candy Heart one, it has notes of Anjou pear. So there's the pear that I suspected. Candied neroli, sweet honeysuckle, sensual jasmine, soft sandalwood, musk, and sparkling vanilla. Do we know the notes for vanilla candy rock sugar? There is vanilla and pear, marshmallow, rum, violet leaves, ylang-ylang, bubblegum, jelly bean, caramel, jasmine, labdanum, sugar, patchouli, tonka, cashmere wood, sandalwood, and vetiver. Jasmine, honeysuckle. So while they're not like match for match, I think there's some similarities. I would say so. It's the closest thing I could think of, like uppercase nice or lowercase nice. Veronica, you're so funny. Lowercase nice. Nice to have. Nice to start your routine before you wear candy rock sugar. Was that nice to my bank account? Absolutely not. Like, and and then when I opened the box, I was like, I didn't get the grass and the bits of flowers and stuff that I see online. I got brown shredded stuffing for my box. And I was like, but I want the grass and the flowers because this bitty bottle, I don't even remember how much it cost, but I'm going to use it. I mean, of course, like it's nice. I'm going to use it. Had I smelled this before I purchased it, I'm going to be honest and say no. I just have such a huge collection. I have so many body products. I have other oils that need to be used. This one was not like step to the side, I'm coming through, but it's very nice. I think it's not going to be as sweet as vanilla candy rock sugar. And it doesn't feel, for those people who may feel like that sweetness is a bit juvenile, it's not like that. It's not as dense. It's not as heavy. It's like giving a hint of it, which is nice. It's nice. It's just, is it worth it for you to depart with your coins for this? For me, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes in terms of being intrigued by Skinpotions, wanting to try their products. I'm glad I finally did it. I have 2 creams actually now and this little bottle of the oil. I'm glad that I dipped my toes into the Skinpotion pool. And I'm good, right? I'm good. So there's that. The creams that I got was creme de la creme, I think. And let me just look it up because clearly they're new to me. So I don't. Creme de vanille triple body butter. So that's one that I have, and it's supposed to be, is it creme de vanille? Sweet cream butter, vanilla sponge cake, caramelized sugar, creamy custard, tonka bean, almond cream, vanilla from Costa Rica. I want to say, let me go to the shop because I'm not sure. Creme de vanille. So I must have creme de vanille because there's no other creme. Creme de la creme. So it must be that one. Now for me, it is a nice vanilla, but it has a nuttiness to it that I was like, huh. Do I want to be but it's kind of prominent to me. Now I have not done an all over wear with that body cream. I just got it, but that nuttiness stands out a lot to me. And I'm not sure that I was looking for that I would have wanted that in it, but I'm going to play around with it and see what it do. I got the Costa del Sol triple body butter, and that is one with passion fruit and pineapple, coconut water, sugarcane, jasmine, Caribbean rum, and sandalwood. I actually really like that one. I think it just fits my style and my personality, in that I like tropical fruits and something fruity, kind of juicy. So I like that one. I don't mind that one. Again, I'm just in a position where it takes a lot to impress me. And honestly, it does not have to be like loud, and because I'm also a basic girl. Like, if you saw my basic be live, we talked about that. Like, I am into things that are simple, that are that just aren't loud. That's good and versatile for everyday wear. So those things can impress me too. Unfortunately, I think it just takes a little bit more wear to really get into the groove and the feel of these scents, even if they are pretty basic. So I am enjoying the Costa del Sol. I'm at a point where I don't need to spend this kind of money on body products when I have lots and lots of stuff to use up. So those are the new things in my collection. And I also wanted to say, I wanted to revisit, and I didn't put this in the title, but I wanted to revisit the Drake Summer Mink fragrance. Have you guys gotten your nose on it yet? Let me know. Tell me. So again, because I wanted to just make sure that I wasn't rushing to judgment with it. But either way, if I was, I'm okay with that. It's just that when I'm telling you guys, it's a little bit like, let me just be sure. Let me make sure I feel XYZ way about it. So again, I went to the store to try it. I went to the store and I found a Ulta that has the Laura Mercier matte skin tint. I'm so excited. I purchased it. I don't have it on today, but I cannot wait. I was just too busy today to really put it on, but I'm so excited about it. Yeah, because I'm just really looking for like the girl next door bronze look for the summer. So I'm excited to have it where it's, fresh skin, this, that, and the third. So while I was there and I picked up that, I smelled the summer mink again. And again, it opens with that blast of La Vie Belle for me. Like I was just like, oh, there it is. There it is. But I gave my arm a good dose yesterday and it dried down very pretty. Again, it's not as thick, it's not as dense as Livia Bell. There is a freshness to it. I think the dry down is even prettier, and like it's just a pretty even, versatile, feminine leaning fragrance. But I will still stand by what I said the other day. And I think that it's okay. I feel like I have my Zara dupe of Livia Bell that I feel like it it's just it's giving me the same vibes. It's giving me the same vibes. So I was starting to get stuck in this, like, well, at least get a travel so you could really test it. And no, it's okay. It's okay not to want it. It's okay not to just split hairs and go toe to toe with notes. And if I have to stand and trust in my nose, trust myself. It may not be the same for somebody else because they're not as affected by Livia Bell or have 18 bottles of it like I do. So this is for that person to enjoy. This is for that person who just, the profile may be newer to them or something that fits into their collection. Again, mine is too big. I have a storied history with Livia Bell. I'm good. I just don't need it. The bottle is really cute, though. I like the bottle. Veronica says that summer mink is interesting. She likes it, but the bottle was so weird. Yeah, it's this little ball that sits in the cradle. And I just find it interesting that celebrities like to that presentation. So I revisited that. I think it is very pretty. And if I was a person that had about 10 fragrances, 20 fragrances, I would get it because I like having things that, again, are just nice, versatile, and inoffensive, but still, that's still interesting. So, if you have tried it or if you're interested in it, let me know because I definitely want to hear about it. Gee, it's supposed to have updates for us because she got all of these different fragrances that she told us about. We need to hear some updates, G. What's going on? And then also shout out to our good friend Robert, who's not in the chat tonight, but if he watches a playback or if he sees this, we are thinking about you. We know that you were in school. I think you were supposed to graduate, right? So good luck on that. And I hope all is well. But for those who want to indulge me for just a few minutes about the Diddy stuff, because right after this, I'm about to hit up the playback from Armon Wiggins live because he is a whole hot mess, y'all. He'd be like, please hit my Venmo so I can get some oil. He was like oiling up for his, y'all, he's a whole mess. Like, but he is so funny. And I think I've just, just grown to like his personality a lot. Arlene had put in the chat a little bit earlier, and she's on the side of Cassie being a victim. I know lots of people disagree with that sentiment. And Arlene, I am with you. I just feel like she is. She was groomed at an early age, 19, to be involved and be into this lifestyle. She was a model before getting with Diddy. And y'all remember Lil Cassie and Delia's and Wet Seal? I remember she was, I was like, oh my gosh, Cassie's in Target. Like she had some of the campaigns and some of the pictures up of her in Target modeling the clothes. Way back, before she got with Diddy, but I just love Cassie. I was that girl that was always combing through the little fashion the fashion magazines for young adults and teens. I wasn't into the Vogues and all that, but like Wet Seal and Delia's. Like that's when I learned about Cassie and just like really started following her, because it was like everything she tried on or all the ads that she'd be in is just be like, oh my God, that's so cute. She's so cute. Blah, 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 blah. But anyway, I think that she was definitely groomed for that lifestyle. Now, I don't know that I'm so invested in this story. I'm invested in Armon making it entertaining to me, because way back I remember hearing these stories about Diddy, and I'm just like, I don't follow these celebrities. Like it's I don't even want to hear it. But this trial and listening to Armon, like I'm interested in it for sort of the entertainment of it. Not that this is anything to play with or that's funny or these people's lives, and the abuse of power and having these kinks that just may not sit with my moral values. Like I'm not really, that's not necessarily, that's not funny, but it's our mom makes it entertaining for me. Put it that way. That's it, and that's all. But I was hearing today, because I'm listening to Armon. I'm not like reading what are his charges, what are they trying to prove. I'm just like, who said what in court and came out with what, and who, because even they were talking about how they was taking the Barack Obama ecstasy pills. Like it's just the weirdest and craziest stuff. But if they're really trying to prove like the racketeering and the sex trafficking, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, because so far, the witnesses that they've been talking to, I guess they're just saying like everybody was consenting to it and agreed to it. But domestic abuse, psychological abuse, sexual abuse, financial abuse, verbal abuse, all of that I do believe Cassie went through. And Stockholm syndrome is real. It is possible to love your abuser. But I think that's all that I really have to say on that. Like, let's see what you guys are saying. Hold on. What up, Chris? How are you? Oh, gee. So, I think I lost track, because every time you would come in the chat, you'd have some new fragrances that you were checking out or that you had ordered. I feel like I've lost track, girl. But interested nonetheless in whatever updates you'd like to give. What up, Chris? You missed our fragrance chat. And so I'm on to the Diddy stuff. Diddy was groomed. He learned that crap from some way. Okay. Groomed 100%. Yep. Go Dogs is asking my opinion of Dior Sauvage EDT. Any guys in the chat, can you help him out? Or anybody who's familiar. The funny part is that I have never really I've smelled Sauvage, but I did not get a good feel for it. And so all that's been programmed into my mind is that it is the F-boy fragrance of the year. So, but if anybody else has any opinions on Dior Sauvage EDT, please let Go Dogs know. Because I'm sorry, I don't have an opinion. But I should be on a mission to find out for myself. Like, do I really think it's the F-boy fragrance or what? Chris says Dapper Dan in an interview mentioned it. He said, if you know his parents, then what Diddy is doing wouldn't surprise you. Oh, yeah, I think they were talking about how his father was like a gangster or something. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think I do remember a few stories about his father, not so much about his mother, except him kissing her in the mouth. I definitely learned far more than I ever cared to know about these people's lives, though. Girl, exactly. Like Cassie. Y'all was on Craigslist. Ooh, child. Veronica says they better leave Barack Obama out of this. Okay. Can you imagine just chilling, living your ex-presidente life and your name comes up in a Diddy trial about the type of drugs they're using? That is funny. Veronica says, yes, Nika, very sad and super sick craziness. Go Dogs loves his Dior Sauvage EDT. Tell us what you think about it. I know it's your favorite, but what do you get from it? Like, tell us how you feel. G says, I got my hands on this ultra niche house from Romania. Toskavat. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. I don't know. Also got Rococo Pie and Pastel Rumors by Sarah Baker. Ooh, what do you think of those? Definitely haven't heard of the Romanian fragrance, and I don't come across a lot of Sarah Baker in my real life, so but I know that those are popular. Tell us what you think about them. Nika, the sores. Oh my gosh. It is just unbelievable. And so here's my thing, y'all. Here's what I'm going to say. I honestly think if Diddy said, I'm sorry to Cassie and said, I will marry you, she would probably leave Alex and go right on back to Diddy. Now, in a perfect world, we'd hope that she say no, but when I think that kind of abuse makes you sick and you'd be like, okay, I want to go back. Because I feel like she's still searching for this Diddy that will love her more than he loves himself, and he does not. He does not. He loves himself and all that he's doing and has acquired, and he doesn't. He doesn't, but I think she's searching for that from him, from her testimony and like why she filed the lawsuit. She was like, I just want him to see me. I just want him to understand what he did to me. He understand what he did to you. He just don't care because he likes it. He gets his way. He's a narcissist. Like, girl, when are you going to understand that? Like, why are you seeking this validation from him? I mean, I guess going through it for 10 plus years, I get it. Cause now that's what I said, like now at this point, she's actually sick too, but he does not care. He pretends and plays with your emotions and pulls on your strings to pretend that he cares sometimes, but he's really in it for himself. Let's see. They always know exactly what they did. That was never the problem. Yep. But for whatever reason, Cassie she's like looking for this validation. Like, I want him to see me. Because they were asking her about like, why did she ask him for $30 million? She was just like, I just wanted him to see me. I wanted him to understand. Girl, you barking up the wrong tree. Chris tells Go Dogs that Dior is dope. Try Late Night Text by Debonair Square or Claverex by Prescripcent. Ooh, that's a whole mouthful. How can you even type that properly? Like, I would be like, autocorrect, forget it. Just forget it. But you guys, I definitely wanted to hop on tonight because I especially didn't get on yesterday. But I hope that you guys have a great night. I go into the office tomorrow. I don't know what I'm gonna wear. Listen, it's already hard enough trying to find what to wear clothing wise, then I have to turn around and pick a fragrance. I started a little section on my shelf of like easy to wear to work, like easy grabs. But of course, because there's selection to choose from, great selection to choose from. I'm always like, well, let me try this, let me try that. So um that's a whole other ordeal. But I hope you guys have such a great night. Here in my area, we've had like a lot of rain. It was kind of cool today, just not the vibe. So hopefully tomorrow will be better. I just want to read what you guys have to say real quick because I see some stuff in here. So Nika says it's wild that he was doing all of that and grinning, hopping around like he wasn't a whole freaky monster. Then had the nerve to gaslight her throughout his latest album. Ooh. What latest album? What did he come out with? I don't remember. I don't know. But yeah, he's and then got involved with Gina. One thing that they did not talk about that I'm like super, super curious about is like, did she have any abortions? And if so, how many? Like, I really think that she had to have some abortions. I know Gina, the girl after her, did. She or yeah, I think she got rid of her baby. She had a kid or two already, and then I think that's how I learned about Gina before the trial. She was on Tasha K, y'all, talking to her, and she was showing text with Diddy and how he was telling her how she was telling him about, I guess being pregnant and having to abort it. Chris Williams says, when you are groomed, you low key enjoy it. Consider a person that was our word, but climaxes. You become confused after that and victimized. Absolutely. And that's what I know. And that's why I think that she would literally go back to him. Like it's almost a sickness at that point. But yeah, Stockholm is real. The album was absolute fire, though, not gonna lie. I wore it out before the scandal hit. Oh my gosh, so let me see. She says the Love album is all red. Wow, where have I been? Because I'm like, Diddy don't be coming out with no music. He just always hopping on people's songs. But I don't know. Sometimes it's so weird because all of this crap is like messing up my memories of hip hop and R&B. Like it's like you kind of listen to it differently now. Like, and I try not to feel that way because I'm pretty sure if we knew half the crap that these celebrities did, I would kind of feel that way about everything. But yeah, I guess since this is just kind of put in my face, it's like now I don't even want to hear music with him on it. Nika, demons are full of joy. That's the deception. Absolutely. Facts, Chris. I mean, I still listen to Chris. Absolutely not. It's like, no, let me just say, you do exactly whatever you want to do. But me, like, I remember we gave my mother this party and had the DJ. I said, do not play no R. Kelly on like tonight. Like, so like if a song comes on, I have to change the station. If I'm completely disgusted by him and I can't do it. Go Dogs says honestly it's spicy and masculine and fresh, but not too fresh. Yes, I do agree that it's spicy and masculine. I don't like smells too sweet. I love a masculine small, nothing like it. I love a masculine smell, nothing like it. That is so interesting because I prefer sort of a sweeter smell on guys, and so I think my son enjoys that too. But if I bring him something that's like completely masculine and not sweet, that's what he always says. He's like, "Oh, this smells like a real man," and I just think that's so funny. Like, oh, okay. But I like a little bit of sweetness. But I definitely want to check it out for myself and like really, I'm pretty sure I had a sample around here. but I need to check it out so I can form my own opinion instead of just knowing it as the go-to F-boy fragrance. It's popular for a reason, I'm sure. But all right, guys, I love you. Catch you later.